Good afternoon. I'm Patrick Roach. Man pleads not guilty in the shooting of his pregnant girlfriend. West Virginia counties report increased revenues from coal severance taxes, and the National Guard is heading to the U.S.-Mexico border. All this and more on today's Franciscan Beat News Brief. A man has pleaded not guilty to a felonious assault charge in the shooting of his pregnant girlfriend, who died after her baby was delivered at an Ohio hospital. The Springfield News Sun reports 25-year-old Travis Hypes of Springfield entered his plea Monday in Clark County and is being held on $7,500,000 bond for the shooting last week. Court records have listed no attorney for him. Police previously said Hypes told them his handgun discharged during an altercation with Lindsay Marsh, a 23-year-old woman. Authorities say Marsh was at least 30 weeks pregnant when she was shot in the head. She was flown to a Dayton hospital and her baby was delivered by cesarean section before she died. West Virginia counties have reported an increase in revenues generated by coal severance taxes. The Bluefield Daily Telegraph reports a reduction in regulations impacting the coal industry has increased the revenues from the state's severance tax. A severance tax applies to the extraction of natural resources and generally delays related infrastructure projects. All West Virginia counties benefit from the tax, but 75% of net proceeds are distributed to coal-producing counties, while the remaining proceeds are distributed to the rest based on population. Mercer County Clerk Verlin Moe says installments have reflected a 30% increase from the previous year, while overall tax collections have been down. Arizona Governor Doug Ducey said Monday that 225 members of the state's National Guard were heading to the U.S.-Mexico border to support President Donald Trump's call for troops to fight drug trafficking and illegal immigration. Ducey, a Republican, said more of the state's Guard members will be deployed on Tuesday. The Arizona soldiers were being sent after Texas announced Friday that it would send 250 National Guard members and helicopters, and then the first of them took to the border. Trump said last week that he wants to send 2,000 to 4,000 National Guard members to the border. Mark Zuckerberg says as many as 146 million people may have received information from a Russian agency that's accused of orchestrating much of the cyber meddling in the 2016 presidential election. The Facebook CEO says his company found about 470 accounts and pages linked to the St. Petersburg-based Internet Research Agency, which generated about 80,000 Facebook posts over roughly a 2-year period. The Trump administration last month hit Internet Research Agency employees with financial sanctions. Special counsel Robert Mueller had earlier indicted those employees for seeking to conduct information warfare against the U.S. In sports, Chicago clubs tried to play their home opener on Monday, but it was just a no-go. The Cubs' game against the Pittsburgh Pirates was postponed a day because of snow that covered much of Wrigley Field, creating a scene much more reminiscent of January than April. The winter wonderland at Wrigley caused the Majors' 11th postponement so far this season. The Cubs tried pushing back first pitch by an hour, and workers used handheld blowers to melt the snow on the tarp. But the accumulation and cold temperatures were just too much, and the game was pushed forward. In weather, a high of 39 degrees and a low of 25 degrees, with a mix of rain and snow throughout the evening. For Franciscan Beat, I'm Patrick Roach.